by 2050, the world population is going to go up to about 9 billion, and the agriculture production required to meet the needs of people with respect to the food by that time has to be double of what we have right now. And we are limited by the acreage that is available. There is so much land. We need to use the tools and technologies in order to boost the food production. So we have to work on productivity. That means for a given acre, how do we increase the food production? By controlling the pests, diseases, and also by increasing the yield at the same time. So the one common theme for all the traits like yield, drought tolerance, and others, they all are controlled by multiple genes. These are called polygenic traits or complex traits. In order to address them, you have to use holistic approaches, multiple approaches to understand what are the candidate genes. So in order to understand that, you have to sieve through thousands and thousands of data points coming from different areas, and it is possible through informatics. Currently, I'm the global leader for the Biotechnology Regulatory Sciences group. Basically, in this group, we do all the studies that are required for the registration of our biotech products coming through our pipeline. So these studies include molecular analysis, that is at the DNA level, at the protein level, and we also do bioinformatics analysis of sequences that we are working with that are present in the lines we are working on, as well as several field and composition studies. Since the time I was in undergrad school, I always wanted to speed up the process of plant breeding. As you probably know, plant breeding is a conventional technique for developing new varieties and hybrids. But that process is very, very slow. It takes about 10 years to develop one variety. So in a researcher's career, probably he can release 3 or 4 varieties and then retire. I always wanted to learn the genetic molecular biology, genetic technology, and start applying that knowledge in order to assist or speed up the process of plant breeding. The one way to address that one is to leverage the available thousands or millions of sequences in the public domain and leverage that knowledge to make a difference. That's how I got interested in informatics, in particular bioinformatics. So when I started working at Dow AgroSciences, I was given the task of developing DNA markers for all the crops that Dow is interested in. So I developed several new and improved methods. Those worked extremely good, but still did not give enough number of markers required to do the job to assist plant breeding. So I thought of leveraging publicly available sequences and used bioinformatics tools to mine those sequences, identify the sequences, and develop markers so that in a short span of time we can get thousands and thousands of markers. That's exactly what I did. So by going to IUPUI, the tools I learned, I created my own program and then used that to develop markers, which was a huge plus point for our program in here. So within 2-3 years time, we developed so many markers that would otherwise have taken 8 or 9 years without bioinformatics. It is a fact we are seeing every day that the amount of data is growing by leaps and bounds, on a daily basis. Actually, it's on an hourly basis. So to handle that information and make sense of the data, informatics is an essential and integral part. So it is very, very important that people are trained in these tools and are available for companies or other academia to work on these problems. But also you can make a difference in the things that are given to you starting from day one. So I think informatics is the means to organize, analyze, and make sense of a huge amount of data. So that's what informatics to me. It is the means or the tool that enables us to do all these things so that we can come up with valid conclusions, inference from a pile of data and use that data to the best of our advantage in meeting our goals.